Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Allen. Pass caught. It's the rookie from Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Double tight. 4 down.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds McCoy. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch out.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the safety.
Allen going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, That should open up his running game, too. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Plus 59. It's our time. It's our time. Check three, check three, check three. Stop.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at their own 27.
He's checking. 80 weapon.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Let's go.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down throw coming from Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. They find some open field here. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike two. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Half 10.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
53, Mike. You run.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Check, 53, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch twist. 53, check 53. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Dalton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, here's Mixon. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Andy Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Pass the 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of.
John Brown, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw here, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The toss play to Mixon. .22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hands up, lady! Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check pass, check pass.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
He'll
have a first down past the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Wide, get wide. All 52.
Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His first running back, McCoy. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Alert. Switch gears. Check. 56. Bang. Hey, home. Switch.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's caught left side by John Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Allen now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch it. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Allen again. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. He finds McCoy. He's in trouble, and McCoy won't make it out of the end zone. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we're fine.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Powerful running. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. 368.
Throwing on second and long. Dalton is going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary They really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Switch. Here you go, 368. Joker. Check nickel.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? To the left side here for Eifert. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. McKenzie now to return it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Mike 59. Pick me up. Here we go.
He completes it to Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I got you. Check. Alert. Back. 6 guys. Half.
And here's Allen throwing again. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day.
Dalton here from the gun. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out.
And the pressure gets to him again. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check it backer, check it backer. Slam, slam, slam.
Go, go, we're good.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56, 56.
36 yards long.
Mike, check, 59, 59.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find Jones again, complete.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Allen now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Undercut, stop. Half.
Jim. Back's mine. 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Rabbit.
Hey, tight.
13. Check 13.
Here's Allen. That is Clark at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert!
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 3 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Throwing, Dalton, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bills 56.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
No. Off. Shift.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 46.
So Dalton now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Regular.
Slam. Check. Crunch. Hey, alert 3. Check.
Hands up.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Alert.
Allen going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now McCoy. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No. Big edge. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Joe Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On second down now. Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now the Bengals on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Let's go. We got double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.